this show today, Doco. I never heard of a documentary called it Doco. I almost called Matt Disco Matt because he seemed to be irritated about it from the person in the segment before. I'm going to be like, was that Disco Matt Doran? But I decided to not. No, I love that. Doco. One best Doco. Johnny. Fuck me. It's right here. I'm going through this draft just to make sure I don't miss anything glaring, but I'm going to order a few hundred of them soon in the coming days, but it only takes about 8 days to get them. I just don't want to get jacked with holiday rush people, so I want to get at least, 300-400 of them in boxes filling my living room. And a big box of Sharpies and some mailers and a mailing label printer and go to work. Yeah, he did not seem amused by that, but I'm going to be like, is that you, Disco? But I was just like, all right, I better not take the piss. I just knocked over my phone. Hold on. My Instagram phone just went overboard. Hold on here. Okay. Oh, now I've done it. Now I've mucked everything up. Loaned Heather expensive earrings. Heather lost one, didn't go back to look for it. Jeff inserted himself. Oh, no. Man, that sounds like some high school drama right there. So why wasn't Larry on the show, Kiralee? I went to all the trouble of remembering Larry's name, and then it's Matt. I wanted to be like, what have you done? What did you do to Larry, Matt? What have you done with Larry? Greg, I can't click links on live. Will you DM it to me or text it to me? Oh, Matt's the weekend host. I see. Docos. Gonna watch a doco. Neuroscience Barbie, how are you, Favi? Favi's an old friend and neighbor of mine from Hollywood, and she smartly left. She was a beautiful model here in LA, and she became a neuroscientist in the Netherlands. And I'm going to come visit you in Amsterdam one of these days. Thank you. You're a badass, Fabiola. I love you. I'm going to come to Amsterdam one of these days. I want to see my friend Marielle, who lives right by the Van Gogh Museum, and I want to hang out with you. And then we'll hang out with Maxima and Willem. We'll hang out with the King and Queen of the Netherlands. I'll bring my klompen. We'll have a grand old time. Maybe we'll get some of those truffle chocolates. Have a good time. Yeah, have some mushies, ride bicycles around. You could show me some windmills. I don't know, whatever you do there. Yeah, you gotta meet my friend Marielle. She's really cool. She, in the early days of like Chinese manufacturing, like pre-Alibaba, she made a fortune making children's playsets and gardening supplies in China. Now she's retired. I'm sure I probably swore in front of your royalty. Yeah, I like Maxim. I didn't even know they had oils until I met those two. to say, do you know? But I'm sure you know everything about them. That guy's an airline pilot. That's how they knew my flight. The king of the Netherlands is a pilot. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm so dumb. I was at, you guys, the people on the clock app. Yeah, I'm at this friend of mine's wedding, and I started talking to this older couple. And I said to the lady, I was like, that is the most spectacularly beautiful necklace I've ever seen in my life. She goes, oh, thank you. It's my birthstone. And I go, that is just amazing. I said, I've seen a lot of jewelry. I mean, seen the crown jewels. And then we talked for a few minutes, and I'm making my way across the room. I excuse myself, and the bride grabs me by my arm, and she's like, what did you talk to them about? Because I can be a little bit of a loose cannon. I was like, nothing. I complimented her necklace, and they somehow knew my flight number and where it was from and what kind of plane I was on. And she goes, you complimented her necklace. I go, yeah, have you seen that thing? It's amazing. She's like, it's the crown jewels. And I go, what are you talking about? She's like, that's the king and queen of the Netherlands. And I go, they have a king and a queen? And she goes, KLM Royal Dutch? And I go, oh, I thought that was just made up. And no, I like you Dutchies, but they were very unassuming. They were very sweet, like you. Like you, Foster. Are you going to give me a proper tour of Amsterdam? You know, I've been through your airport probably 20 times. I've never been to Amsterdam. I take that back. The one time we got that middle of the night on mushrooms tour, the Van Gogh Museum, but I was on mushrooms, so I don't really remember anything. All right, you're going to be my tour guide, Fav. But I want to hear about what's going on in your life, per our text the other day. They call you Kizza or Kizza. I love the short thing. You're up early, Favi. All right, let's do it. We're overdue for a catch-up. I haven't seen you since you were here. We went out with Donna Feldman, right? Kizza.
As lonely as me.
I gotta come to Australia too. I just got a very nice text from Luke. He saw it. He loved it.
And what was a rocking ball?
Well, thank you, Darla Gardner, you sweet angel.
I dreamed I was living.
Yeah, get back here. You are missed. Come see Amy and Edwin. Yes, I still live here. Yeah, I haven't replied yet. It just came up a few minutes ago in the banner. I certainly will. Amy loves you. Amy used to always just say that you were light, that you were just a radiant beam of light, which you are. And she's like, don't F around with her, Scott. And I was like, I would never. I don't get my tail where I get my mail. And she's far too smart to ever F with me anyway. And she dates a professional fighter, so I don't even make eye contact with her. That's mostly why I didn't talk to you, is I didn't want to get beat up by your MMA fighter boyfriend or whatever he was. I was like, I'm not even being friends with this girl. I can only fight with words, not fisticuffs. Yeah, I was like, I think you might have said, oh, we should shoot sometime. And I was like, yeah, sometime. Like when you're single. All right, Kizza. Cheers, mate. Thank you. I adore you. You're in my will. Cheers, mate. I don't know who would play me. I don't know who would play me. If I could find like a young sissy SpaceX, that would be perfect. All right, Favi, I love you. I miss you. Let's talk by phone soon.
Oops.
Have a good day, Duchess. Oh, that's very funny, Darla. That guy's like 90 years old now. It has to be someone who played me when I arrived, who could play me at the age when I arrived in LA, like in my late 20s. Maybe Timothy, who was also really skinny. Maybe Timothy Chalamet with red hair. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That guy's a geriatric now. You think all redheads look alike? We don't. I just look like Sissy Spacek. Yes, we do need more anesthesia. That is a fact. It's funny, I went to go get my colonoscopy I had to do, because you have to do it at a certain age. And I told the anesthesiologist, I said, I'm just warning you, I need more anesthesia. The guy goes, you think I haven't heard this one before? I was like, what are you giving me? And he goes, propofol. I go, isn't that the stuff that killed Michael Jackson? I said, we don't talk about Michael Jackson in this room. I said, okay, just warning you, it takes a lot. And boom, I was out like a light. Well, there's that guy that from Homeland, but he's too old to play me at that age too. What's his name? I think he's English or Australian. Darius. Thank you, Crystal. What, Beach Babs? Can Ed Sheeran act? Yes, the prep is highly unpleasant. The question is Ed Sheeran funny? Is he quick? Is he witty? He certainly can sing, can play guitar. He seems nice. You want to hear a crazy coincidence that I have with Ed Sheeran? So Ed Sheeran, when he moved here and he was trying to make it, he didn't have any money. And he stayed at this Canadian couple's house, which is my friend's parents. And I used to, and Ed Sheeran lived in my friend's old room. So isn't that funny that and they were like my surrogate family, and I'd go to all the holidays at their house. Isn't that funny that they like took care of two gingers? Kim Estrada, Damian Lewis, yeah. He's too old though.
People as lonely
Ed, why are you making it hard for me to say Ed PL Pool to MLB? Yeah, I was on Good Morning. I was on the morning show in Australia today with Kylie and Matt. You can see it. It's in my feed. I posted it. Damian Lewis, yeah. He asked me if I would sell him my motorcycle once. I saw him at the farmer's market at 3rd and Fairfax. He said, that's a great bike. And I said, yeah. He goes, would you sell it? I go, not really. I said, I'd sell it for like more than I feel comfortable selling it to you for. So you can find them, but I don't want to sell mine. What's going on, Kim Estrada? I hiked Runyon Canyon hard. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thanks. I'm getting oddly comfortable with this being in front of cameras. Usually, I started taking pictures because I wanted to hide behind cameras and not being in front of them. But I don't know. I feel like I'm in my wheelhouse. Like I'm okay with it. I don't freak out anymore. Hey, Carrie Ann. Good evening from West Hollywood, your neighbor. This was my Ducati GT1000, Darla. That is true, Kim Estrada. Truer words never spoken. Yeah, thanks. It's a good bike. I'm dreading the major service that's coming up. I'm at like 13,700 miles, and the 15,000 mile service is going to be like, that I need tires too. It's going to be like over $2,000 to get this thing serviced. More. It'll be like $1,800 for the service, fluids, and then like $300 a piece for the tires. Whatever. It's the cost of owning an exotic. But that bike goes up in value every year, so. Oh, you're a rodeo guy? Or girl? My buddy's a rodeo champion. He gave me a quote on my book. Luke Branquino, five-time PRCA steer wrestling champion. I'd like an Indian chief, but I only like the early ones. Like I'd like a 1946 Indian chief. What was the highlight of my weekend? I didn't really do much. I've just been working, just hawking this book. Today was a pretty good highlight. I guess the highlight of my weekend was doing a morning show for 1 million people in Australia. That was pretty amazing this morning. We did that this afternoon. And then I hiked Runyon Canyon with my friend Sarah, Ask a Concierge. She's been on the lives before. She's the travel expert. Oh, right on. Tell him you're on my live. He gave me a quote from my book. I'll tell you what he said. Yeah, he's right here. After knowing Scott for years and reading his stories, I've come to realize he's a real deal rodeo cowboy trapped in a photographer's body. Luke Branquino. That's right. He did live in Santa Ynez. He's a great guy. He gave me a video quote too that I put it in my story. I don't think I put it in my feed, but yeah, tell him you saw me. He's a great guy. We were sponsored by the same rifle company, Weatherby. That's how we met. It's hard to not have pretty friends, Kim. Everybody's so pretty here. Oh, nice, Juno. Yeah, you throw a napkin, you hit a pretty person. I have a 300 Weatherby too. I got mine's from the custom shop. They made it for me as a gift. They found a piece of Turkish walnut from the 70s in a box when they moved factories. So it's a hand checkered Turkish walnut oil finished stock with a black Cerakoted finished action with an AccuBrake muzzle brake. And then they filled in the Made in USA in red, white, and blue, and then they filled in all the engraving on it in gold. And it's left-handed action. I used it in Africa. Thinking about selling it though, because what do I need a big Magnum for? I'm not going back to Africa to do that because I'm not into it anymore. And if I go hunting here in California, I could use, my 7mm 08 on pigs or deer or whatever. It's such a shoulder killer, that gun. Let's try if we could do one more battle. Oh, you have to just fill out all this paperwork, and then it's a pain. The hardest part of traveling. Oh, no, Nemo, we're not doing this. Yeah, you gotta get all these permits and things. But it was a pain. And Johannesburg Airport was just ridiculous. I had to go to 6 different counters. Nothing was computerized. They're using number 2 pencils and clipboards, and it was a freaking nightmare. Then when I had to travel back, I had to clear it because you have to clear customs at the point of entry into the country. So I'm standing at JFK Airport, and there's 6 cops standing around me with an open rifle case. And I'm just here's my permit. I'm coming from Africa. I'm going to LA. I'm not stopping in New York. And the cops were cool rifle. They were actually all right. But never again. I'll borrow one next time. I'm just not really interested in the big game concept anymore. Wait, what happened? I just got a warning from TikTok saying I'm not promoting the products that I have tagged in my videos. I'm showing it. It's the microphone. TikTok. I use this microphone on every single live, every single day. And, okay, I know I have a link for the tripod selfie stick. Let me show it. Here it is. I like it. I use it. I'm promoting it. Stop being so totalitarian with me. This is why I don't hardly post links in lives, because they're so strict. God. Alicia, we don't talk about those things on, there's social talk. I can't do it, but I got an impala and some birds and a warthog that we ate. We ate the impala too. And his skull and horns is mounted over my fireplace over there, over yonder. Hello, Gina. Oh my God, it's almost midnight. All right, you guys, I'm going to pack it in. Thanks for hanging out. Buy more books. BadDecisionsBook.com. Let's far exceed our role. Thank you, Gina. I love Juicy Scoop and Juicy Scoopers. But yeah, go to baddecisionsbook.com. Get your holiday shopping done early. Give the gift of laughter this holiday season. Alicia, thank you for the role. Healing with Gina. God bless you. Thank you. Buenas noches.
Photos of you two meeting. You outside from New York. Video. Photos of photos of you two leading.
Right.
That makes folks nervous. You little goblin, you little come lord, licky, lucky, lucky, little crispy, little goosey gremlin, little meow meow. Me, 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 meow, meow. Why you such a bitch, you little fucking fat whore, you thief. You steal it from Walgreens and the cops do nothing. These damn liberals gotta change, you fucking goosey lord. I'm gonna insult you. You're a stranger. I don't know. Let me say some mean things about you. I'm so edgy. I'm gonna dye my hair pink. Oh my god. Yeah, look how mean I can be. Oh my god, what a good life I have. I'm so mean to strangers. Wow. You little goblin. You little come.